Hi, in today's video I would like to quickly talk about something that I programmed for people who use Reaper in a live setting. Use backing tracks, MIDI control, whatever you want to use. And I noticed that changing the order of songs is a big problem in Reaper. So I tried using some scripts, I tried using some logic, but I found something that is so simple it will change your workflow. So what I did is I looked at setlist managers, both paid, subscription-based, and I wanted something that is way more simple and free forever and open source. So I programmed something called ReaSetlistManager. What is ReaSetlistManager? I'll show you. So this is the interface. Basically, you can run this on any device that has a browser. It's best used with an old Android device or maybe even a phone. I made this reverse compatible so you can use it with Android 5. It doesn't really matter. You are only connecting to the Reaper web interface, which means that you don't need internet access for this. You just need two files, and I'll show you how to install them. So go to Reaper, and then you go to Show Reaper Resource Path in Explorer. This gets you into the roaming folder, and you go into Reaper www root. And this is where you place my ReaSetlistManager and the sortable min.js file that I linked. Once this is done, you can use the tool. I will now also demonstrate how to set up the Reaper web interface. So you go to Options, Preferences, and then you go all the way down to Control OSC Web, and you add a new web browser interface. Once you did this, you will choose the default interface, ReaSetlistManager, and the port. You can have multiple ports on your computer, which means you can use Reaper web pages as many as you like, just change the port numbers. So what it does is it uses your regions in songs to actually get you a setlist manager. You can have multiple setlists, so I'll load setlist number 1. As you can see, it completely changed what this setlist does in our live setting. I'll go through the functions each by its own, but first let's create a new region so I can show you how simple it is to add a song. So basically, if you know, well, this song is called Espresso, I'll just mark this and create a region, and I'll name it Espresso. That's it. So as you can see, it immediately created a new song in the setlist manager that you can, of course, drag and drop wherever you want it to. Basically, it uses the ID to sort it at first, but you can freely choose where to put the song. Once this is set up, you can even use options like skip songs. So if you decide that this night, oh, I don't want to play Your Man tonight, you can disable it and it won't break your song list, your set list. Then, of course, it stops after each region. But this is because the auto stop function is on. You can, of course, let it run the whole set through if you have a really, really tight and already worked on set list that you know it works. You might not even need this tool. But if you're like me and we change songs and we change the order and we change which song goes into the next one, this is actually a great tool to use because you can now actually tell, well, maybe after the intro, we'll play the next one straight away. So you click on this button and you can see that this is now a arrow, which means once you hit play next, and I will demonstrate it for you, it will jump to the beginning of the region of Bad Moon Rising. And once it reaches the end of the region, it will automatically play I'll Be There For You from the beginning. I will demonstrate this to you so you might have an idea how it works. So if I click play next, because I don't have queue mode activated, it will immediately start the song. If you enable the queue mode, it means that once the current playback is finished, it will start the next one. So let's start Bad Moon Rising. You can use the transport buttons here, so play becomes pause and play is start. Stop, it goes back to the beginning of the region. And as you can see, we have a progress bar and the length of the song immediately changes into a countdown. So I'll go to the end of the region, and as you can see, it's updating in live, basically. And once I click play here, it will end the song and it will immediately jump to the next region. I'll demonstrate this for you. So as you can see, this is a perfect setlist management tool for people who use dynamic set lists. You can also export and import JSON files for this, so it remembers the settings and you can change devices. I wanted this to be very portable. I wanted this to be easy to set up. So I also wanted to show you how it looks like on the tablet. This is an Android 5 tablet. I use it for notes and not more. But you can, of course, use this to control playback. And I found this very intuitive. I can import and I can change settings right away. And as soon as your singer says, hey, let's not play this song tonight, just click one button and it will skip it. So if you want to give this tool a try, the link is in the description below. Let me know what you think. Also give me feedback. If you need any more features, write me some requests and I'm going to look into it. So thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions, also let me know down in the comments. Bye.